first breaking news on the coronavirus crisis. Atlanta's mayor says hospitals could exceed capacity by Friday as cases in Georgia soar past 2,800. I'm Karen Greer. And Sean Gables is also here anchoring from her remote location at home. Hi, Sean.
Good afternoon, Karen Greer. Good afternoon. We are practicing social distancing. And let's get to those headlines. You just mentioned the mayor threatening to shut down Atlanta's parks and the Beltline. More on that in just a moment. But first, these stark warnings come as cases in Metro Atlanta begin to spike. Here's a look at the brand new numbers just released today on those cases. 2,809 cases confirmed in Georgia. Of those sick, more than 700 ended up in the hospital, and today the death toll up to 87 statewide. The majority of cases all centered around the Atlanta metro. Fulton, DeKalb, Cobb, Gwinnett counties are all in the top 5 for the highest case numbers. Now take a look at this. This is a graph that we created to show you how numbers have skyrocketed since the first case was confirmed in Georgia at the start of the month. Since we showed you this on Friday, cases have jumped by more than 800.
Now, back to that breaking news we were telling you about. Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms delivering some sobering news in a coronavirus briefing. Here's some of the main take. Mayor Bottoms says right now hospitals still have room for new patients, but she says that could change by Friday as case numbers continue to climb. She says the city also working to get more critical medical supplies to Atlanta hospitals, including an additional 1,200 ventilators that are expected to arrive in April. She also mentioned the city's stay-at-home order, saying city's public safety personnel is enforcing it. She encourages residents to report businesses not complying.
We are evaluating those on a case-by-case basis. If you see businesses operating that should not operate right now, please notify 311 operators of that business's name and address, and we will send someone out for an inspection, and if necessary, that business will be closed.
Right now, the mayor says there's no firm date on when the city may lift that stay-at-home order. Ahead at 4:14, hear what she had to say about city parks and the Beltline and how the different restrictions from city to city are actually causing a lot of confusion. Sean?
Karen, because of the high cases in Atlanta, those numbers, President Trump has declared a major disaster in our state, ordering immediate federal assistance. This means federal dollars will be available to eligible local governments, certain private nonprofit organizations, and will include direct federal help. The president has also extended social distancing guidelines through the end of April. That boils down to this. We will not see the country reopen for business by Easter, as the president had previously hoped for.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Dunstan at the Live Desk. Here's what's breaking right now on the coronavirus crisis across our country. Right now, a Navy hospital ship, you see it right here, is in New York City. The USNS Comfort has 1,000 beds and 12 operating rooms, and it could be up and running by Tuesday morning. Doctors and nurses on the ship are treating non-coronavirus patients. Meantime, hospitals will be treating people with COVID-19. And right now, Central Park in New York is looking a little bit different. The Christian humanitarian organization called Samaritan's Purse is working to set up this field hospital for coronavirus patients. There are tents for a respiratory care unit with 68 beds and 10 ICU beds. Here in downtown Chicago, crews are turning the convention center into a makeshift hospital to treat coronavirus patients. The Army Corps of Engineers saying it'll have 3,000 beds. The hospital is expected to be up and running by the end of April. And Macy's is laying off a majority of its 130,000 workers this week. Sales are collapsing because of the pandemic, and the company says it has to go to what's called a minimum workforce to maintain just basic operations. People who are laid off will now receive health benefits through May. At the Live Desk, I'm Mike Dunstan. Sean, back to you.